Welcome to another episode of EETV, where I strive to bring you everything in entertainment and have another Trigun review for you. Episode 2, The Running Man. Okay, well, at least we got to see Vash run in this episode. And this episode, we get to see the Nebraskas again. I'll just say this, okay? I'll say this, okay? About this episode. The pacing was a little bit better, but those of you who are like me, who have already seen the first adaptation of Trigun more than once, you can tell that they are moving things out the way from the first anime to get to some of the details that weren't mentioned in the first anime, if you get what I'm saying. It's like when they were talking about knives in this episode, when Vash was talking about knives with Meryl and Roberto. I mean, in the first adaptation, like, we didn't know Vash had a twin brother until further along in the anime. And then not only that, in the first adaptation, you know, we got halfway through, or almost halfway through the anime, before we got that backstory when we saw the humans on the seed ship and saw how knives sabotaged everything. With Trigun Stampede, you get that with the very first episode. So it's not only are they throwing the pacing off, but it's like they're taking the first adaptation and there seem to be like fast forwarding past some of the mysteries and some of the things that were in the first adaptation in lieu of other things, because it's like they're on the same path, but they're trying to take a different way by going the same way, if you know what I mean. It's like they're trying to stay tried and true to Trigun just enough for the old people who've seen the first adaptation to watch it, but then trying to bring in new viewers as well. That's what it seems like to me. And so far, I'm not liking either one of these episodes. I mean, the pacing was a little bit better in the episode, The Running Man, the second episode, but it's still, to me, it was very hard to watch because it was like they were like all over the place. We're going to see whether if I'm right or not. It seems to me it's like they're just trying like to fast forward past a couple things so they can get to the things that they want to get through. So I do hope this gets better, because like I said, like the cinematography for this and like the CGI that they used on this looks gorgeous, man. Like, I mean, the artwork, the CGI artwork, everything. Like, Vash steps on sand and it's and a dust cloud appears. I mean, all this stuff looks great, and then all the tech inside, you know, looks all worn down because they're on the desert planet, of course, and everything's looks all rusted. And I mean, everything looks gorgeous and it looks the way it's supposed to look, but the story is not matching to the glossiness of the artwork, and that's a shame, because 5 years of development for this, and you got to make sure the story matches. I really hope I'm wrong with this and the story picks up again after a certain amount of episodes, because I understand they're trying to not do the same thing all over again and maybe approach this in a different way to bring in new fans. But I really do hope only the first couple episodes are kind of, a little bit off, but then hopefully this picks up. I do have to say this, my prediction was wrong. I predicted that we were going to see my favorite character, Nicholas D. Wolfwood, by the second episode, but we did not. So I got to make another prediction. We're not going to see Wolfwood until they leave this town. Okay. They were all over the place. And I could see a little bit of where they're trying to go with this, because Vash being, of course, a pacifist, only using violence as a last resort, doesn't even want to draw his gun. That's, how we did things before. But I really want to see how they're taking this, because so far with the story, they're like all over the place. Roberto, though, I don't mind him as a new character, being him showing Meryl the ropes, about reporting, and you got the gruff reporter, and then you got the new reporter trying to change the world. So far with just these 2 episodes, he's still not better than Millie, in my opinion. I really hope that she either comes back or they bring her in and she's in more than just 1 episode. So that's all I have for this. I'm going to change the format of this. I'm no longer just going to do play-by-play analysis. I'm just going to do a straight up analysis, because if you're watching this, you probably have already seen the episode. So like, share, and subscribe if you feel like it. For everyone's sake, I do hope this gets better, because all the updated designs and everything, and the artwork is gorgeous, the music is gorgeous, the intro and the ending themes are great. I just want the story to match the artwork. It's a shame to have all this stuff going on and have all this great voice acting, and then the plot doesn't match up. So hopefully it'll get better. Like, share, and subscribe if you feel like it. Take care, everybody.